At what age?
Shout out Lewis Hamilton. Poor guy.
Oh,
Also, before this is a bit of a side note. Why is everyone suddenly acting like they understand Formula One? Can you all just shut up? None of you have ever watched Formula One, right? You're not gonna watch it next season, but suddenly you're all experts.
I'll know they'll watch the Netflix Drive to Survive.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch the last episode. I'm not a fan of the series because I think it's too curated. And F1 in itself is a drama show. It's like a reality TV show. It's brilliant.
You watch it, so you can have an opinion on it. But the amount of people suddenly are armchair experts on Formula One because Lewis Hamilton. It's hard to feel bad for Lewis Hamilton.
Why?
I really struggle to feel bad for a person who's in his early 30s, who's worth hundreds of millions of pounds, who's already won like 6 titles. 7 titles. It's hard to feel bad for him. I'm sure he was done wrong, but he's not the person I'm thinking about before I go to bed at night. He's going to be fine.
This is true.
Jesus.
However,
Christ,
in this, in this particular scenario, it's slightly different. Why? Because the guy was on the cusp of breaking Michael Schumacher's record, who in most circles is the greatest Formula One driver ever, the most decorated Formula One driver ever. However, apparently, most Formula One drivers believe Senna to be the best, or the best Formula One driver ever, although he didn't win the most titles. Lewis Hamilton was about to be the GOAT, like undisputed GOAT. No one could come close, like once in a millennial talent maybe. And now you've got Max at the age of 23 knocking down the doors.
I mean, he might already be the GOAT.
No, he is. He was just about to cement it. He's on par with Schumacher.
How much of Formula One is it the driver and how much of it is the car?
It's both.
If they took Lewis
No,
Hamilton
it's both.
out,
It's
does
both.
Mercedes still dominate
Yes.
with another driver?
Well, you can say that. You can say that because that happened. They took out. Lewis had. I think it was Azerbaijan last year. Lewis had COVID. George Russell was put in the car. He got the pat on the shoulder to come up to Mercedes. He's a Mercedes driver, part of the Mercedes Academy. He got put in the car. Never been put in the car before, and he was pole. And he was winning the race for most of it, except for a technical difficulty because they put on a mixed set of tyres during a pit stop.
So did he do just as good as Lewis would have done?
Yeah. Not better, but as good as Lewis could have done. You've got to remember, right, when Lewis Hamilton goes hunting, when Lewis Hamilton has prey in his sights, the guy is a menace to society.
How many black Formula One
Never.
drivers?
There hasn't been.
Is he the first
He
to
is
win
the
a
first-
title?
First to win it. He's the first one ever, Musin. There hasn't been another one.
There's never been
There's been
another
coloured.
black Formula One.
No, there's been coloured Formula One drivers, i.e., South Asian descent.
Can't use the coloured word.
Can't use the
anymore.
coloured word.
Yeah.
Okay, so there have been Asian Formula One drivers,
Yeah.
East Asian, South Asian.
Yeah.
There's never been a black Formula One driver.
Why?
Don't know.
Interesting.
There's controversy. There's a suggestion that it's racist. But also, you've got to think about Formula One as a whole and how hard it is to get into Formula One.
Yeah. How does anyone even get into that?
Mate, the costs are ridiculous.
Like, you must have to decide really young that you want to be a Formula One driver
Yeah, you put your kid in a car as soon as he learns how to use his legs.
in a little go kart.
Yep. and then
Lewis
you-
Hamilton's literally is from here.
the man from Stevenage,
Yeah, but he learned at Hoddesdon.
which is down the road from you.
It's like that race course thing is 1.5 miles from here.
No way.
Yeah.
Should we go see? We'll go see. We'll go take the car there.
You can go there. It's like anyone can go there. And
Really?
book it. Yeah. It's not
Oh,
like
sick. Is it a racetrack or is it a go-kart track?
I think it's a go kart track.
That is very cool. I like that. I like that a lot.